Hi, Terry here again, and I had taken this picture of my husband. It's been several years ago now, but I couldn't find where. I knew I had taken pictures of the apple butter when we made it and stuff, but I wanted to scrapbook this against his will. I just thought it was good because I got him to wear an apron. He's like, oh, every time I cut these apples, it splatters all over my belly. And it's like, oh, I can fix that. Put on this apron. So I'm using that one. It's for in a smaller size. And I think this year I took pictures of the apple tree. So I've got a picture of the apple tree. And then I've got a close-up of the apple tree. So you can see the apples. And a picture of the apples in my humongous roasting pan, and I wish I could just tell you how awesome they smell. I said if you could have smell-o-vision, that would be perfect. Wish I had to scratch and sniff for the scrapbook. And here's the apples in the baskets, and here's the apples canned. And here's a picture of me because I had to go out and get a few more so we could fill up the pan. And anyway, every time I seen this wood paper that was that's roughly painted red, it's from the Country Rustic. I kept thinking it just reminds me of the apples, and then I guess so. It's like the exact same color. And I'm not using this picture just because of the perspective of everything. But that's another one of the pictures I took. But I thought, oh, now I know why I thought about it every time. So I'm not going to be using that one. The paper pad I'm using, now this one did come from that Country Rustic from American Crafts. But the other one I am using is these three papers here from Gingham Gardens. And it's like I didn't normally buy like a whole set of something, but when this came out I did. And so I've got the sticker. Well, I think the stickers actually came with this, and then I've got some little packs that also came with it. And so I think this is the sticker pad that came with it. And then I'd also bought this one here, the chipboard pieces. And then I was someplace and actually found the 6x6. So I bought that too because I was totally addicted to this. It's just such a beautiful pad of paper, it's a beautiful kit. And what else did I buy? Oh, I actually found, when I was at Hobby Lobby one day, they actually had the pad of paper. So that's what I'm actually using, papers from that today, because I'm hoarding the two-sided ones. So I'm using these ones that are from the pad. And they're nice weight too, just not as heavy as the other. Okay, so I'm using this one. It says start each day with a grateful heart. And so it's got different things throughout it. You are my only sunshine. You are my home, darling. So this is what I'm gonna put this in the middle. I don't know how come sometimes it just doesn't grab. Okay, I think I was too impatient. So I'm gonna put this a little lower than half. Let's see, do I have it the right way? Yeah, because one side's perforated. Okay. I just love this wood. I've been saving it for this, and I know I had pictures of the apple butter, but I could not find them, and so I ended up taking more. And let's see here. Now I'm going to put this here, but I'm going to put this down here, and I think I go right to the grateful spot. And I always glue down everything afterwards, so I just let it pop up a little bit now, because I will be tucking some things underneath. Okay, and I guess I better put this down next. I love this. I would like to have curtains that look like that. I've used this on other, I think both these papers on something else, maybe a garden page, because it is one of my faves. Okay, and then I'm gonna tuck this in here, and it looks like I have plenty of room to do that. Oh, I still didn't pick up. Okay. I hate to have to start complaining about my ATG already. Haven't had it for that long. Okay, and I got 3 pages laid out the other day, but now I've got a new computer, but I haven't got it up and running yet. Whoops, I want it. Well, it's running. I just don't have any movie software on it yet. So if you guys have, what do you guys use for movie software? If you use a camera, or let's see, I think I'll cover up where it says flowers. That way I get a little more of this paper. I love the writing. I told you before, it's like I was collecting all writing papers, and then sometimes I didn't have anything to go with it. Okay, so that looks good there. And now I'm going to, this time I also remember that one day I did the mermaid. It's like I had everything out of order. So I'm gonna, I numbered everything so I wouldn't get them out of order. So I'm gonna kind of do a, it's gonna kind of, just kind of like go up and down. Let's see, which way does this go? Oh, this looks like the bottom, okay. So some of the pieces, or some of the pictures will go up, some will go down, and they're gonna overlap. A little. I did cut some of them down, but I found that if I just overlap them a little bit, then I think it will work easier for my placement. And then here's me. And I gotta make sure. My husband's like, oh, here's a few more apples, let's take those in. And he goes, I didn't grab a basket. And I said, well, how many are you gonna bring in? He goes, well, just these. I said, I'll just put it in my apron. So I had to get an apron because when I started making smoothies, I was always wearing my smoothie. I don't know how it happens. Okay, I think I'll bring this down just a little bit because I want to make sure the apples show. Okay, so that's going to be my arrangement. And let's see if I can kind of tape things one by one until I got them all in their spot. This year, I couldn't find this apron, and he was needing the apron again, and I ended up I gave him a pink one. I tried to get a picture of him in that, but he had that off so fast. I can be a real wise guy sometimes. It's like, no, I won't take a picture of you. Snap. Oh, I think this has to come down a little bit. And he always keeps a, well, once the apples start falling, he'll keep a trash can there because he'll take the extra apples and just, you know, the ones that aren't any good, he'll keep picking them up. But there was 2 years we didn't get any apples at all because it was the day after the 4th of July. All of a sudden I see these raccoons come running towards our house or from the field out back, and they climbed the tree. It was like a mom and 2 babies, and oh my gosh, you should have seen them. They surely looked like they were grinning. And so they came up, climbed up the tree, and that year and the year after, we got no apples at all. Or, you know, you might get 1 or 2, but you definitely weren't going to can any. So this was the first year that we got to can since then. So it's been 2 years. So that was nice that we finally got to can again. I'm thinking this is right about here. I made these, they're 3x4s, but I guess they still could have been smaller, but I want to see them. Canning season is actually one of my favorite seasons. And planting the garden, I don't really like to pick it because I don't like to be out there when it's too hot. So my husband, he will usually pick, and but it's like I love canning. I don't know what it is about it, why I like it so much, and I love being able to, you know, eat the summer foods in the winter. So maybe that might be it. Okay, so I printed these out from Pinterest, and if these I did not save where I found them, but if I find that again, I will you know, show you guys, or you know, post it sometime. I do have these other ones that I saved. I'll have to show you guys these other cute labels. I'm actually going to show you one here shortly. Okay, I'm going to stick this underneath that plaid because I love to see that. And down to the flower probably a little bit. And then I'm going to, let's see, I think I need to put my title next. And I know it's easier to stack it. So I'm going to do that. Let's see where I put it here, I think. Up here a little bit. Because I have this, and this is from Creative Memories. So this will be going on the page. Oh, now let's see. Is that where I'm supposed to have it? Maybe I am supposed to start the letters over here a little bit more. So that means this is supposed to be slid over a little bit more, I bet. Okay. Oh yeah, because it is quite a ways away from there. So I think it's supposed to be all the way over here. I forgot the title, so I had to like kind of rework my plan. It's like, where did I have that again? So I think I'll start this maybe right in the middle of the circle. And I'm just calling it apple butter. I always kid that I like to state the obvious. I could have called it, oh, yeah, I caught the husband in an apron. He's the guy that, you go, oh, I've got to, let me try on these gloves. We hold my purse, and he's like, no way. No way. I don't want to be caught holding your purse. One day I had hurt my knee during the beginning of COVID, and so I got out to the car and went, oh no, I forgot my purse, and he had to carry it out. It was hilarious. Oh, these are burlap letters, and I don't remember who the manufacturer was, but I purchased them on Not Just for Boys Kit Club, and they have really good prices on their letters, so I can tell you that much. So okay, so butter's gonna go underneath here. I think now I'm gonna turn it this way. Okay, whoops. These ones are gonna need a little more glue, I think. Oh, maybe I'll wait and glue it after. Make sure I got everything in the right place. Since I was reworking it today. I love these. And the one day that I used the cork ones that I had cut out with my die cut machine, it's like, I had thrown them away, and my friend is like, oh, I took them out of the trash after you left, and cut them out really careful. And they were really cute. I would like to have cork ones again, but I don't want to have to cut them. It was like too much of a hassle. But if anybody finds any cork ones, boy, I'd like to know where they're at, because they were really cute too. I think this is looking right. It's fun using a different texture, and you can't use burlap for everything, but definitely gardening, canning, that works perfect. Okay, and I'll glue those down a little more later, and then I'm gonna put this sticker. It's like I've been just waiting for this day that I got to use this. It's a perfect spot for it on the apple. We can lots of stuff. It's like we do a pretty good sized garden, and but it's nice to have the tree that produces by itself, so you don't have to, everything else you have to, you have to plant it, care for it. But once the tree started producing, then it's, it's like its own project. I love that. We feed a lot of birds and squirrels. I thought about I have a picture of the squirrels eating the trees, or eating the apples off the trees too, but I didn't have enough room. These are stamped, and I had made these for the embellishment swap we had on Love RTS on our Facebook group. And I think this is, I'm trying to think. They were actually two different rubber stamps. I think one of them was from, oh, I'll write it down below because I'll have to go look it up. And this is actually from one of the embellishments, and it's just a circle of this paper, except for maybe downsized. So I'm going to use that here on top of these so it doesn't look so plain. My friend Sandy Riley that I scrapbook with, she goes, your jars sure look plain. I said, well, I can put something on them. So I'm going to use that. And then this was also from the little bag of die cuts, and it's a B. Now it had quite a bit of white around it, but I trimmed that off because I don't like to see all the white, and see it looks pretty good now. Otherwise you wouldn't have been able to see my pretty flower circle. That would have been a sad day. Okay. And I make flair, and this is one that says fresh produce and it has an apple on it. So I thought I would use that. And do I have my little, I don't think I have my little things that I stick them down with. But let me use this for right now. That should do it for a little while. So I'm just going to stick this down here too. And then I have a brad for every spot. Oh, and this is one of the little labels that I have, like, there's sheets of them, and I found that on Pinterest, and I will try to link that below, because they're super cute. You have to cut, oh, I was talking about these. You would have to cut them out unless you're Cricut or your machine would read it. So I'm using another one of these labels, and I'm sticking this under here. And I've got one of the little tiny copper Tim Holtz tiny paper clips. And if I have room, I might write apple butter on there too, or something. We actually bake our apples because that way you don't have to stir them the whole time, which is really awesome because it's like, it's really hard on the arms stirring them the whole time. And then also trying to keep it from burning is like another task in itself. So I'm going to try to make these kind of look like they're tumbling. I don't know where I want the green one. Maybe here. Hate to cover up the stem because that's kind of what makes it look so realistic. They're very cute. Okay, and then I have a brad for over here. I wanted to have a little bit of dimension and to bring a little bit of the wood over here. Okay, where's my little pokey tool? And I think I'm gonna put it right here. This I had in another spot because I didn't realize, I forgot that I had to have a title. Forgot I had to have a title stating the obvious. Okay. Boy, trying to go through all those papers kind of difficult. Okay, I think that's pretty good. And this one is a wood grain. So I thought it would be perfect to pull in a little bit more wood right here. Kind of that brown color. And I sometimes put washi tape over them, but not always. And I'm gonna put another wood grain one down here. Oh, and I had bought, now I think these probably were from Tuesday morning, but I actually found Brad's on Amazon, and like you got like 100 for $10 or something. So that wasn't too bad a deal considering how much they are. And they were pretty cute. I don't know if they're any, you know, if they're less sturdy or whatever than anything else. I know they had like fruits and flowers, but they did not have any with apples on them because I would have been looking for that. And then I have one that looks like a tablecloth. So I'm going to put that here by these apples, since I've already got the brown in the apple butter. And I've got, since I've got that new computer, hopefully I'll be able to get some movie software and get it on there before, I guess now they're just apps, you just download them, because there's like no place to put them in the new computers, my daughter informed me. Which it's like, oh my gosh, everything gets more simplified and more confusing. Okay, and that's really it. I think it really turned out cute. I love having this done. Getting to, you know, scrapbook him and his apron. I love it. And I'll have some close-ups and stills at the end. Oh, little piece of wax paper. So I'll have those pictures at the end. And I will see you shortly. Hopefully I'll get one on tomorrow. I have a couple of really cute ones to do, and I will see you then. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a great day.